The Golden Bachelor Season 2 Women Tell All episode has me convinced that one of Mel Owen's contestants should be the next star of The Golden Bachelorette. Mel began his journey with 23 women, but he's now narrowed them down to just two: Cindy Cullors and Peg Munson. Mel will now travel to Antigua with Cindy and Peg, where he'll have overnight fantasy suite dates with each of the women. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. As Mel's search for love during The Golden Bachelor Season 2 wraps up, fans are wondering if he'll get engaged to Cindy or Peg. However, the other big question on their minds is who will follow in Joan Vassos's footsteps and become the star of The Golden Bachelorette Season 2. Throughout the season, there's been one woman who stood out as the perfect pick for the role. After watching The Women Tell All, it became clear that she's the obvious choice. Debbie Siebers should be the next Golden Bachelorette. As the Golden Bachelorette casting director searches for the next lead, there's one Golden Bachelor woman who should be selected for the role: Debbie Siebers, a 65-year-old fitness professional from Denver, Colorado, who's never been married, had a strong connection with Mel. He even gave her a hometown date, during which he met her family. The date was very successful, but Mel decided to say goodbye to Debbie before his fantasy suite dates. Debbie had told Mel that she was falling for him, so she was devastated when he ended their relationship, stating in her confessional that it was beyond painful to have put herself out there in such a giant way, only to have yet another disappointment. But it was evident during The Women Tell All that Debbie is ready to continue to open her heart, and fans are eager to see it. During The Women Tell All, when Debbie sat in the hot seat with host Jesse Palmer, the audience chanted her name, so it's clear that she's a fan favorite. After she watched the footage of her journey, she cried, telling Jesse that it had been such a roller coaster ride. She added that she allowed herself to feel hopeful again. In one of her confessionals during the season, Debbie shared that she's always wanted to be married ever since she was a little girl, and she still couldn't believe that it never happened. She said that not only was The Golden Bachelor her second chance to find love, but her second chance in life. She stated that to finally get married at her age would be so magical. She added that it wasn't too late. Because Debbie is so open to getting married at age 65, she'd be the perfect choice to be the next The Golden Bachelorette. Debbie has a unique story. In the world of The Golden Bachelor, Debbie has a unique story because she's never been married. The first Golden Bachelor, Jerry Turner, was a widower, and the first Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos, was a widow. So they represented people who lost their spouses to death. Mel brought a different perspective as the first golden lead to be divorced. If Debbie were to become the next Golden Bachelorette, she'd be the first lead who's never been married or had children. However, just because Debbie hasn't been married doesn't mean that she hasn't experienced love. During her hometown date, she told Mel that when she was 51, she broke up with her ex-boyfriend who had depression. 2 weeks after their split, he took his own life. Debbie explained to Mel that the experience altered her forever. She felt a lot of guilt, and she had to work through a lot of pain. It took her 10 years to get through it. During the group date photo shoot for People magazine, Debbie wore a wedding dress for the first time. She cried when she spoke about it with Jesse during The Women Tell All, stating that it was special. However, Debbie worried that her marital status might have been the reason that Mel ultimately decided to end their relationship. During The Women Tell All, Debbie told Mel that she was curious if the fact that she was the only woman on the show who's never been married or had children had influenced his decision to send her home. He insisted that it didn't, and that it never crossed his mind. Debbie responded that she really appreciated that, and she could actually see that he was compassionate. She told him that she was appreciative that he kick-started her heart again. Jesse told her that he was so happy that she opened herself up to finding love again. He added that she deserves to fall in love and find her person. Debbie's openness to finding love again, combined with Bachelor Nation rooting for her to finally have the happy ending that she's been waiting for so long, are just two of the reasons that she should be the next Golden Bachelorette. Debbie would break new ground as a golden lead who's never been married, telling her unique story. Debbie deserves to finally put on a wedding dress for real and live happily ever after.